The Inter-American Development Bank, or IDB, has signed a $20 million loan with the government to increase resilience and revenues in the country's flagship tourism industry. According to the IDB, the financing will go towards a 5-year national tourism program, which will be focused on stimulating growth and competitiveness in the key economic sector for Barbados. The project, which will be managed by the Barbados Tourism Investment Incorporated, aims to increase visitor spending on the nation's heritage and cultural products, to enhance tourism marketing efforts by increasing Barbados's visibility on digital platforms, and to add airlift options between Barbados and new markets. The loan was signed at government headquarters last Friday by Finance Minister Chris Sinclair and the IDB's Chief of Operations for Barbados, Francisco Javier Urat. Minister Sinclair said the government and the people of Barbados are happy that they've been able to come to the stage of signing the loan for the very important tourism project. 4 years after coming under new management, one of Barbados's most picturesque places of interest has seen an over 50% increase in visits by tourists and locals. That's according to Sharon Cook, who is the managing director of Passiflora, the company that oversees the operations of Andromeda Botanical Gardens in St. Joseph. Ms. Cook was a garden designer in the UK in the years prior to taking up the role at Andromeda, which is home to some 500 different plant species. She says drought severely impacted Andromeda in the first few years, but with the help of entities like the Barbados Water Authority, they were able to persevere.
We had 640 visitors in that month. Similar in 2015. 2016 it went up to about 800. 2017 about 800, and this February we're already at 950.
She says that they are especially pleased whenever Barbadians visit Andromeda because it belongs to Barbados.
Local tourists and our local number of tourists. I know we don't keep records for local visitors, but I'm here all the time. Judith is here very, very often, and we've noticed an increase in local visitors, which is great. And I would say the increase, I know it's not thousands and thousands of local visitors, but I would say we're probably double what we first had in 2014.
Well, Ms. Cook notes that going forward, there is one key project they are keen to complete.
We would like to finish the plant labelling because in 2016 we got a lovely grant from the Peter Moores Foundation, and that enabled us to label a lot of the plants. You know, we are a botanic garden and you should have records of your collection, and we think there's over 550 different species. I'm not talking about varieties, I'm talking about species. So we think there's over 550 different species. We've identified over 300 and we've got labels for those. So when you walk around, you'll see new plant labels, and the Peter Moores Foundation provided us with the grant to get those done.
Let's take a look now at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region.
Get started in Jamaica, where Victoria Mutual Investments Limited was the volume leader with 2,484,967 units, and they were followed by Wasinco Group Limited and Kingston Wharves Limited. In Trinidad, Grace Kennedy Limited was the volume leader with 593,796 shares changing hands for a value of $2,281.40. They were followed by JMMB Group Limited and Trinidad and Tobago NGL Limited. And right here in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader, trading 19,505 shares at $2.13 each, and they were followed by Goddard Enterprises Limited.